Well, that sucked. As we welcome you to Phillies Post-Game Live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. Ricky Batalico, I'm Michael Barkan. 5-4. Yeah, 5-4.
Is that what it says on that paper?
Still, I hope it changes. 5-4. Washington Nationals over the Phillies after the Phillies fell behind 3-0, came back, took the lead, and then Jhoan Duran, who they never should have traded for this guy. He's terrible.
Oh, stop.
No, I'm joking around. But his first blown save with the Phillies. He had two others prior to coming to Philadelphia, and those types of things do happen on the mound.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you that he doesn't have good stuff or he's in trouble, because that's not the truth. I thought he threw the ball all right. He left the one pitch up, the ball that got hit into right field. Then he leaves a pitch out over the plate that gets hit into left field. I mean, you give up hits every once in a while. Well, it just so happened he gave up two in a row. And then obviously the runner goes to second base on the throw home. But the real problem there was you could have gotten out of there in a tie game. JT Realmuto, who seemed like he was going to be a hero in this game, throws the ball into left field inexplicably. I mean, it was obvious the runner was going to be safe at second or at third base. Instead, he airmails it into left field, automatic run for the Nationals.
Let's take a look at that. In fact, let's take a look at the top of the ninth.
And just like that, the Nationals again. I don't know who this team thinks they are coming in here, but they are. They are a royal pain in the butt. And it's one of those things where I think, you know what, they're a young, for the most part, they're a young team. They're just scrapping, and they're scrapping together hits. They're taking extra bases like you saw. Playing heads-up baseball, you saw Lyle go to first to second on an overthrow. It's just one of these things where somehow you got to stop these guys.
Yeah.
Because, you know what, they're just kind of getting in your way. They're like ants at a picnic. They're kind of just getting in your way.
They just won't go away. And the Phillies now 6 wins, 5 losses this season against Washington. This is the last series of the season between the two teams. The Phillies can still take the season series, but you really thought they would have thumped them, and that's not what happened, certainly after they split the series last week.
The biggest part of this game was, I believe, the top of the first inning. I think Taijuan.
Let's take a look. Here's our Eye on the Mound, presented by PGW. Energy for all of us. Go ahead, my friend. Talk
Taijuan
about
Walker
first inning. He's unbelievable. His footwork, his speed to first base. I can't believe he'd ever
stupid,
be. Can't take a lead off him.
How stupid are you if you're the Washington Nationals to go over there and get picked off twice by the guy? You know what kind of move he has. Stay near the bag. How dumb are you?
Apparently pretty dumb. Let's go to Rob Thomson, post-game in the clubhouse.
From Taijuan in the first that kind of got out of control with him?
Yeah, a little uncharacteristic of the way he's been pitching as of late. First pitch strikes were down a little bit. Strike percentage was down. Just missing. He couldn't land his cutter, and then he made an adjustment after the first inning and got a lot better. But he grinded through and gave us 5. So, and I took him out a little bit early. We talked about pullbacks before the game. A little bit here, especially after throwing 38 pitches in the first inning.
This is the start of a long stretch for you guys. How big was it that you didn't have to maybe burn the bullpen?
Yeah, he was huge. But that's Ty. He competes, and he's tough, and he stays after it.
What didn't work for Duran in the mound?
Well, I think they put a couple of good at-bats on him, and, the right fielder hits the ball down the right field line where we're not standing, and Lyle puts a good at-bat on him, it's a splitter the other way. And I thought we had a shot at the plate. It's just the ball hit the runner, I think, from the look of it. So, and then they attempt to steal third, and JT's trying to avoid the bat, and it just goes in left field. So it happens.
Should JT have just held on to that, or?
No, I think he thought he had a shot. So.
You say he made an adjustment, meeting Walker. Like what? Get away from the pitch? It wasn't working?
No, it was something with his wrist. He just made an adjustment, and I'm not exactly sure, but he pitched good after that. He really did.
A few good at-bats from Castellanos tonight.
Yeah, he swung the bat well. Stott's hot. JT with a big home run in the 7th, to get us where we wanted to be, and we fought back, and I'm happy with that. And Castellanos also going first to third created a run for us in that for our first run, and Trey busting it down the line to avoid the double play. It got us on the board.
I've seen Kepler scored a bunt a couple times the last few days. I know he did it once last month in New York, I think. Is that something you're looking to
No, he was doing that on his own just because they were playing kind of in the slot on him.
Kind of jarring to see Duran blow a save. Like, how confident are you in his ability to bounce back?
Oh, I'm super confident. Mariano had 80 of them, so it's going to happen every once in a while.
And for him to finally give up a run and a blown save and he finished the inning with back-to-back strikeouts.
Yeah.
It's kind of
He struck out the side, so, there's going to be hits in there sometimes.
Did you think Nick had a chance to hold that to a single, or was he positioned too far away?
The one in the ninth?
Yeah.
No chance to hold him.
You sat here last month, you said you saw two things you had never seen in baseball before. Have you ever seen 3 pickoffs or overturned in a game before?
I don't think so. I'm not sure, but I don't think so.
Rob Thomson asked about whether he is confident in Jhoan Duran to settle down and be okay after this. He said, yeah, I'm super confident. Mariano had 80 of them, meaning Mariano Rivera, the Hall of Famer formerly of the New York Yankees, who had 80 blown saves in his career. Certainly Jhoan Duran, with one as a Philly, will be just fine.
I'm sure he'll be all right.
But it's tough. And he had only given up 1 hit as a Philly closer before tonight, and it just did not go his way.
Didn't go his way. I mean, he didn't have his best stuff tonight. I mean, I've seen him a lot more electric than he was tonight, but that's going to happen. You got to work around that.
Yeah. Now,
I don't know. It's not
Right.
going to be this year, but I think at some point he'll get some opportunities. You have to, don't you? If you're going to end up signing him for like a long-term deal, which I don't know if the Phillies have that in the cards or not, but you can't sign a guy to a long-term deal if he's just going to hit against one side of the mound. You
yeah,
know?
and it's a shame because he could play every single day. He'd
Yep.
have his glove in the field.
Great glove. He
Maybe
made
get a
2
little bit
spectacular plays today.
as usual. Taijuan Walker post-game in the clubhouse.
What was the difference tonight from first inning through the other 4 for you?
Just the 2 walks. I feel like when I get in trouble a lot, just when I start walking guys. Seemed like they were a little bit more patient in that first inning. Do some good splitters that they were taking, and just out of the zone a little bit too much. And then after the first inning, I started getting in the zone more, and seemed like they started to be more aggressive and started to put the ball in play more.
Was it the cutter that wasn't working in the first inning that you finally were able to get going?
Yeah. In the bullpen, it was a little off in the bullpen, and I thought in that first inning it'd be better, but it was just off a little bit. It made a little adjustment after the first inning, started picking up.
What was the adjustment that you made?
Just a little wrist adjustment, just stiffer wrist, just to be more consistent.
Is it hard when you get ready and then you get those 2 long kind of reviews in the very first inning right out of the gate like that?
No, it didn't bother me too much. I'd take the reviews if we can get the out on them, So it really was just not commanding the zone in that first inning and, just not doing enough strikes.
Do you know how many pitches you throw in an inning like that? Do you look up? Do you care?
I didn't really know how many I threw. Someone said something.
38, yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, it didn't feel like 38. I knew it was a longer inning, but it didn't feel like 38 innings. And I felt good. I mean, the whole game after that started getting quicker outs and got in a good little groove.
You went through 41 over the next 4 innings. How much pride do you take in that started another long stretch? You didn't have to burn through the bullpen.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of been my MO these last few starts. It's just getting quick outs and just pounding the zone. I feel like when I can pound the zone and throw everything for strikes, I just kind of keep them off balance and just get the weak contact. So.
Inside the box score of a 5-4 Phillies late inning loss to the Nationals, and you look at batters 1 through 4. All right, let's go 1 through 5, Ricky Bo. 3 for 16 total. Not enough. Trey Turner 0 for 5. He does have an RBI, 3 strikeouts, and he has been red hot. Schwarber, nothing doing. He did have 2 walks, though, got on base.
You look at the bottom of the order, I mean, 2 out of the last 3 hitters had a total of 5 hits. I mean, they were getting the job done down there, and it seemed like when they were flipping the order tonight, Trey had a rough night, and Schwarber didn't do much tonight. He did walk twice.
Yeah.
It was just a little disappointing. But you know what? Here comes Paulie Positive. There's another game tomorrow.
There's another game tomorrow. Here's the hit of the game.
His timing is really good right now, and he's getting the barrel to everything. When you're playing in the big leagues, you get the barrel of the baseball, it's going to travel.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you hear Rob Thomson talk about it, that errant throw that allowed the winning run to score. He was trying to throw around the bat. We'll hear from JT on that right now in the clubhouse.
What kind of happened on that throw down to third base?
Threw it into left field.
But was something in your way at the plate
I mean, I probably shouldn't have thrown the ball in hindsight. Because the curveball away, I didn't really get to set my feet and get around the runner, so I did have to throw it over his head. In that situation, and it's tough to do, but I probably should have just eaten it, let him have third base, and give Duran a chance to strike the next two guys out, which he ended up doing. So it's tough to do in the moment, but I probably should have just eaten that one.
What do you think the Nats did well against Duran?
They just put the ball in play. They're a scrappy lineup. You know, they're hard to strike out, and they found holes. You know, he's obviously a dominant pitcher, so they were able to barrel him up more than most, which is, you got to tip your cap to them. They just didn't really chase, got him in the middle of the plate, and put good swings on it.
What did you see from Taijuan in terms of the adjustment he made from the first into the rest of the outing?
I think just commanding the strike zone better. Early on, he was just getting behind, too many 3-ball counts. And then as the game went on, it felt like he got better and better. His command was good. He was attacking the zone, getting more swing and miss. So I just thought overall his stuff just got better as he went. JT, the throw to the plate, did that clip off the runner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what it hit. It was either his leg or his back, but it hit something and then hit me up in the helmet.
And offensively, is this as locked in as you felt all year? I know you've been hot for a while now, but is it just 4 or 5
Yeah, I would
games?
say this year definitely the best I've felt, best I've seen the ball for sure. I just feel like I'm getting my A swing off more often than not, which usually when I'm doing that, I'm in a good spot.
With Duran, like you said, he strikes out those last 2 hitters, and even on a night where guys maybe get to him a little more than usual, is that just kind of
Yeah, that's just who he is. I mean, he, you know, even after some things didn't go his way, he still answered the bell and kept the game at 1 run there for us. And you know, he was still his dominant self. It just didn't work out for us tonight.
Making sure your pitchers are doing what you want them to do takes a little time, but I thought he threw the ball well tonight.
So we should look for him to be in the game as much as possible.
I mean,
he's not
seriously,
going to injure him, but he's going to use him.
Yes.
So, which he should.
I would use
he's
him
not
as
playing
much.
in the postseason.
You use him as much as you
Bullpen pitched
can.
well, except for
You lost him
Jhoan Duran.
You lost him for 80 games. You might as well use him now.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the clubhouse right now, and here is the closer. First blown save as a Philly, Jhoan Duran now, post-game.
Takeaway from the 9th inning there. Tough. The throw home, clips off a runner, and then the throw in left field. But just overall, what was your takeaway from it?
That's the game, you know. Sometimes that happen, you know, like we need to prepare for everything and try to do the 3 out no matter what happened in the game.
Did you feel like your stuff was off, or did they just put good swings on it?
No, they put it like the first base see, like, you know, I missed the fastball in middle of the zone, and he take the chance. The other guy, he do a good swing on it, so that's good.
How important was it to finish with the 2 strikeouts there, keeping a 1-run game and finish on a good note?
I tried what I say. I tried to do my 3 out over there and give the team the chance to tie the game or win the game, you know. So that's what I do.
Overall, what have these first few weeks been like, being in the Phillies, pitching in front of the home crowd?
It's good. It's good. Great. I feel amazing, you know, here. I feel comfortable. I like the feel like this, like a lot of energy. So I feel good. Yeah.
How long does it take for you to kind of flush an outing like that?
Can you repeat, please, again?
How long does it take for you to flush an outing like that? Forget about it.
Right now I'm good. You know, like sometimes we do good, sometimes we do bad. So that's the game. Tomorrow I'll be ready for tomorrow, so it's okay.
Unfortunately, that is true. It's the life of a closer. You lived it. Sometimes you go good, sometimes you go bad, and he has been scintillating until tonight as a new member of the Phillies bullpen, the closer. He has been on fire of late. Unfortunately, not tonight. He's 0 for 5 with an RBI on a fielder's choice tonight. That's stargazing. Road ahead for your fighting Phillies. They've got 2 more with the Washington Nationals and the Mets then at Citi Field. That'll be interesting. By the way, the Mets are winning or have won. They were
up
killing
there.
it.
Last time I checked, it was 11-2.
So the Phillies would be back to 6 games up on the Mets. Then the Braves come in, and then they're at Milwaukee. The Brewers swept them earlier this season. That'll be an interesting matchup. And then at Miami to take on the Marlins as we get into September.
Yeah, September. There's going to be some series in September that you're going to be like, whoo, that's a rough stretch.
See the guy on the right here, Aaron Nola, who had a dubious debut from his injury, came back last start, 2 1/3 innings, and gave up what, 6 hits? And
This is a big start for Aaron Nola. As a matter of fact, not just for him, but I think the psyche of the fan base with the chance of him possibly pitching in a playoff game. I think it's going to really come down to how he ends up pitching right now. And I think he's got to really step it up a notch. I mean, he was given a win on a plate, and
yeah,
he just threw that plate out.
Yep.
6-0 lead.
7 hits, 6 runs
Yep.
allowed. But
What do you go, 2 2/3?
When you watched him pitch, did you think that he looked better and figured anything out, or was he the same old? He didn't give up a home run.
I think the one thing that happened is it just felt like the same old Aaron Nola, and that's not good. At least not this year's Aaron Nola is not what you want to see. What you want to see is some crisp breaking balls, some really good change-ups, and located fastballs with movement. And that's what I'm looking for tomorrow. I'm not going to lie. I'm gonna seriously take a good look at what the movement on his pitches look like. If he could throw that front hipper to the left-handed hitters, and then let's see what kind of bite his curveball's got. I mean, you have to really break it down to see where he really is.
Tough loss for the Phillies tonight, 5-4, as the Nationals get 2 runs in the top of the 9th. Off new closer Jhoan Duran. We will see you 5:30. We open tomorrow. 5:30.
That's early.
That is early, but we'll be there for you for Phillies baseball. Good night, everybody.